It is with great honor and enthusiasm that we gather today for this momentous occasion.
Today, we celebrate the accomplishment of our graduating class, marking the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and unwavering determination. It is not only a celebration of their academic achievements, but the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. Today, we acknowledge their invaluable support of families, friends, mentors, faculty, staff, and all those who played a pivotal role in their journey. As we reflect on the past and cherish it, let us also look ahead to the boundless opportunity and challenges that the future holds for all of us.
Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varde Devi Namostute, Sarva Vidya Pradhanatre, Sarv Samsiddhi Datrake.
For a heartfelt salutation to Ma Saraswati, acknowledging her as the bestower of blessings, to appraise her as the ultimate source of all learning and the grantor of all accomplishments, we now call upon Miss Prerna for an enchanting Saraswati Vandana.
And would like to call on stage our esteemed guests, Mr. Tarundeep Singh Anand, General Deepak Kapoor, Mr. V.S. Parthasarthi, Professor Sri Ram Ram Shankar, Brigadier Professor G.P.S. Chima, and Dr. Sandeep Suhag for the auspicious lighting of the lamp.
Shankara Pravitibhir Nishesh Zatyapaha Samapato Saraswati Bhagavati Devahi Sada Vandata Devahi Sada Vandata Devahi Sada Vandata.
Let the lamp's radiance forever remind us of our collective commitment towards knowledge, progress, and harmony. Can we please have our second-year learners, Ms. Aishwarya S. Kumar and Ms. Neha Nair, for a mesmerizing classical dance?
श्वेतांबरधरे देवी श्वेतांबरधरे देवी श्वेतांबरधरे देवी नानालंकारभूषिते जगत्स्थिते जगन्मातर महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी पद्मासनस्थिते देवी परब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी परमेशि जगन्मातर महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते नमोस्तुते
Saga pani mama, saga nisa pani mama, tida daga din tari kida tom naach rahe gori tam didam teri tari kida daga din tari kida tom naach rahe gori tam didam teri tari kida daga din tari बाजे पायल कहो छनन छनन बाजे पायल कहो
Thank you, Sneha and Ashwarya, for the lovely performance. Now we would like to request all to stand for the school anthem.
We are the builders of the nation through ethics, environment, and education. Learning in the labs of the nature to construct a great future. We are universal. We are universal. We are universal.
Please put your hands together for Brigadier GPS Chima, Chairperson, Center of Excellence for Social, Sustainable and Spiritual Development at Universal AI to address the gathering.
On behalf of Universal AI University, it is my proud privilege to extend a very warm and hearty welcome to our 12th convocation ceremony of the Universal Business School. Our special welcome to the dignitaries on the stage, the Honorable Chief Guest, General Deepak Kapoor, former Chief of Army Staff, our guest of honor, Dr. V.S. Parthasarthi, former President Mahindra and Mahindra, to our Honorable Chancellor, Mr. Tarun Anand, our Pro Vice Chancellor, Professor Sriram, and our Registrar, Dr. Sandeep Suhag. We also extend a very special welcome to Mrs. Kirti Kapoor and Dr. Manjeet Kaur Anand to this momentous occasion. A very warm welcome to our esteemed faculty who have transformed their disciples into professionals, the most happening, the corporate relation team who are making the learner's dream comes true, the omnipresent and most vital, the admin and the support staff. They are the mainstay of the Universal family. Our alumni, who are the true brand ambassadors and the pride of the Universal Business School and now the Universal AI University. A sincere welcome to all the parents for reposing their unwavering faith and trust in UBS. Our salute to you for making all the sacrifice and investing your lifetime savings for achievement of academic excellence by your wards. Last but not the least, a huge welcome to our dear graduates of BM 5CM, IM 4CM, FC 17CM, BDI 2, PGDM G9, BDI 5UE, FC 1NEIU, FC LU, FC 4 SSM, the Executive MBA, and the ones which are closest to my heart, BBA 9, to their alma mater. Graduates, you have navigated a rigorous academic journey, one that has not only sharpened your minds, but also tested your determination and resilience. This is a momentous occasion, and the degrees you are about to receive represent more than just pieces of paper. They symbolize countless hours you spent studying, the challenges you overcame, and the growth you experienced. As we gather here today, we are not merely celebrating the end of your academic journey. Instead, we are heralding the beginning of a new chapter in your lives, a chapter where the knowledge and wisdom you have acquired will become your most powerful tools. The world you are about to enter is a dynamic, ever-evolving place that hungers for innovation, integrity, and leadership. At Universal AI University, we have equipped you not just the knowledge, but with the ability to think critically, to adapt to change, and to solve complex problems. We have nurtured your creativity and encouraged you to embrace technology as a force for a positive change. We have instilled in you the importance of ethics and responsibility towards our society and the environment at large. In the end, once again, a very warm welcome to all present here and our sincere gratitude to you for gracing the occasion. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for the lovely welcome. The Iron Lady of UBS, a true guru and an idol to many. She is a passionate and strong woman who have dedicated years to making a world a better place through education. Please welcome on stage Professor Elora Basumatari, Dean, Quality Enhancement at Universal AI.
Form of Universal Business School in 2009, the first Green B School of India. And his relentless efforts has made us transform into Universal AI University, the first AI university in India. A man of action and an epitome of empathy and inclusiveness, Tarun holds the distinction of being the youngest managing director at Thomson Reuters South Asia. He served as global head of treasury, leading a $2 billion business across 36 countries and served on the Global Innovation and Venture Board at Reuters. Working across 6 continents, a truly global leader, Tarun Anand has been awarded Education Evangelist of India by Great Place to Study and selected as Global Goodwill Ambassador in 2018. A TEDx speaker, Tarun Anand pursued his MBA from prestigious SP Jain Institute of Management and Research and executive education at Michigan B School, Tuck B School, and IE School. An avid sports and adventure person, he has represented India in international rugby tournaments and has scaled Mount Kilimanjaro and Mount Everest Base Camp. We now invite him to declare the convocation ceremony open and address the passing out students to motivate and inspire them to climb their own Mount Everest of life. Tarun.
Thank you, Elora. I formally declare the 12th Annual Convocation of 2023 open. Firstly, heartiest congratulations to the entire batch who have successfully graduated in 2023. Congratulations to the parents, faculty and staff, the entire ecosystem which has made this possible. You are a very, very special batch. Some of you came into these Karjat in 2020, in the heart of the pandemic. Some of you joined in 2021. So you are super special because you've been tested every ounce of your resilience and every negative environment that was around you, you still chose to come and pursue your education. So congratulations to get over those hurdles. We are in very unprecedented times with 2 wars in Ukraine and Israel and global economic headwinds. At these times, we must learn to focus on the basic human values like compassion, empathy, friendship, which is the only way to heal the world. We are also in an exciting age of AI. It is said that AI will take your jobs. I agree. AI will take your jobs to the next level of productivity, of speed, of efficiency. So let us embrace these new technologies and improve our lives using AI to get rid of the mundane, repetitive tasks. AI will free up your time and give you more time to be more human, to be able to communicate with your peers in a more compassionate way. AI will free up your time to build strong relationships and work effectively in teams so that we can build the new innovations together with collaboration. We are delighted today to be India's first artificial intelligence university, Universal AI University. AI has two meanings for us. One, what we know of artificial intelligence, but the inherent one is advancing India. Each of one at Universal AI, you can see the team around me, is committed to put their heart, mind, sinew, and soul towards giving back to our wonderful nation and advancing it step by step. An even more important issue that you all know that we hold very dear to our lives is sustainability and climate change. This has and will continue to affect millions across the world. What you are doing every single day to make a small difference and contribute to the environment will make sure we leave this place a better place than what we inherited. You are the leaders of tomorrow, leaders who will change the business for the better. I want us to take a look at your journey here. First, you got to learn every day, and we hope that the spark we created in you is never extinguished. Second, never, never, never give up. I've always said, a winner never quits, and a quitter never wins. So make sure you focus on making each day better than the last one so that you can create a wonderful life. Third, and probably most important, being human, because that is going to be very, very critical in this day where we are facing extremism, anger, hatred, and inequalities. We have a debt to society, and we have to repay that debt through our actions every day. And final pillar, the values of UBS, a B school with a soul, ethics, environment, and gratitude. We have to pay our debt to the environment. We must be grateful to everyone who has touched our lives, be it our parents, family, friends, faculty, our alma mater, and most importantly, our beloved God. This is your world. Be bold, be confident, and most of all, be positive no matter what. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words. It is always a pleasure listening to you. We request you to please welcome the chief guest and the guest of honor for the day. Now, we request Brigadier Professor GPS Chima to grace the podium once again and introduce the chief guest for the day, General Deepak Kapoor.
I would say that it's a great privilege for me to introduce my chief. General Deepak Kapoor, who's been the Chief of Army Staff and has been decorated with Param Vishisht Seva Medal, Ati Vishisht Seva Medal, Sena Medal, Vishisht Seva Medal, and aide de camp to the President of India. He adorned uniform in his early childhood when he joined Sainik School, Kunjpura. It's located in Haryana, Karnal. And thereafter, he joined the National Defense Academy at Khadagwasla and then got commissioned from Indian Military Academy in June 1967. He got commissioned to the Regiment of Artillery, also known as Gods of War, and he had an illustrious career which took him to take over the command of a medium regiment and then got selected as a brigadier to command an infantry battalion in Uri sector. Now, Uri sector is connected with, if you recollect, Haus the Josh. All the action which takes place there, he commanded that formation there. And thereafter, having successfully commanded that formation, he went for his National Defense College and then on promotion took over a division in a strike corps. Thereafter, he commanded a corps in the strategic Siliguri, the Chicken's Neck Siliguri corridor area, facing the LAC, the Chinese, the all-important corps. And last time when he visited us, he gave us a very enlightening talk on that time DOCTORAL was going on. So we knew where it was all coming from. Thereafter, on promotion, he took over as General Officer Commanding in Chief, the Army Training Command. Now, Army Training Command is responsible for the training of the complete army, and it has about 46 mega universities, training 13 lakh people in that. Thereafter, he took over the Northern Command, which is always in operation 24/7, 365, facing both the LOC and the LAC. This LAC, the area, what we've been talking about, the Galwan area, the Pangongso area, the DBO sector, all this was under him, and right coming to the Pakistan side. Thereafter, he took over as Chief of the Army Staff, as the 23rd Chief, and he commanded 1.3 million strong army. And thereafter, he also took over as the Chairman Chief of Staff Committee, where it is concerning Army, Navy, and Air Force, all the three services. He is a veteran of 1971 war in Bangladesh, and he was also Chief of Operations in Somalia as part of the UN peacekeeping force. What I would like to share here, that General Deepak Kapoor has not come here a visitor. He is part of UBS and now UAI, and he is the part of the foundational team of UBS. He has seen UBS growing from 8 students to 800 students. So we are grateful to you, sir, and welcome you here and request you to address the audience.
The Chancellor, AI University, Mr. Tarun Anand, dignitaries on the stage, faculty members, proud parents of the children who are passing out here today, and the students of the UBS. Indeed, a pleasure and an honor to be speaking to you all today. As Brigadier Chima pointed out, I have been associated with the Universal Business School since its inception, since the time when the school started, and there were a total of 7 students to begin with, and I am proud to say that it has today grown to be an institution which is an envy of a whole lot of such professional universities as well as institutions, and it is growing from strength to strength. So my compliments to the management as well as the faculty for achieving this. But today the function happens to be for the young students who are passing out. And it is their day. It is their hard work which is going to be recognized today for the past 3 years that they've done. It's a tremendous recognition of what they've been able to achieve. And my compliments to the faculty and staff for making this day possible for these young children. The students passing out are going to take on different career paths. They will go into different parts of marketing, human resource development, and other fields. But the associations that you formed here during these last 3 years would always remain with you and would always be a source of strength and love and affection that you developed amongst yourselves. Let me caution you that this perhaps is the first major stepping stone in your careers. Your careers are going to take an upward curve as you proceed from here on. But that is going to be dependent on how you are able to put into practice what you all have learnt here. Having said that, I'd like to add a few words of advice. And first and foremost of that is that there is no substitute for hard work. It is only your hard work, perseverance, that is going to produce results. As it did here now, so will it in future. There is also a requirement to adjust and adapt to the current environment into which you're going to be going. You need to grow with it, to need to prosper and do well, to be proud for your parents as well as this institution. As you go into this field, you need to develop an innovative approach to things. Look out for ways and means where you can indulge in some innovative thinking, adopt technologies like artificial intelligence to further your own selves as well as the organization for which you go to start working. The future of artificial intelligence in the country has a lot of scope, and as you go along you'll find that you are going to be the first beneficiaries of properly utilizing artificial intelligence to the jobs that you undertake. So pay special attention to it, pay special attention to the technologies that are emerging, and go with an open and innovative mind to adopt them and to further spread them. I am for the services, so generally the feeling is that it is the defense services who are responsible for national security. Let me correct that impression. The wars of tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, are going to be fought not by the defense services alone, but by the entire nations. Every part and parcel and branch of the country has to contribute to develop a level of national power where the adversary can be defeated. may I suggest that your contribution towards the nation as well as the national security remains as strong while you are serving in the corporate world or anywhere else in the country. Please also remember that the CEOs of most of the leading organizations of the world, like the World Bank, Google, Microsoft, happen to be Indians or people of Indian origin. So you can well appreciate that sky is the limit for you. Make the most of it. Here's wishing you, each and every one of you, all success. Thank you very much.
He is on the board of several listed and unlisted companies. He is an independent director of Life Insurance Corporation and Cloud9 Hospitals, to mention a couple. He started his career with Modi Xerox and rose to a position of associate director, serving across multiple positions and locations. In Mahindra Group, where he served for more than 2 decades, his last role was as the president of Mobility Services sector. Prior to that, he was the group CFO and a group CIO for 7 years. Additionally, he has served as a member of the Mahindra Group Executive Board and been on the board of several listed companies. He carries out a number of philanthropic activities for women's empowerment through education, employment, and entrepreneurship initiatives of SEVA, that is Self-Employed Women's Association, and is an independent director on 2 of the companies. He has received Lifetime Achievement Awards for his CFO and CIO roles, as also the Business World Yes Bank Hall of Fame Award, Best CFO of India Award by IMA Corporate Excellence Awards, Digital Icon of India Award by HPE, and CIO 100 Hall of Fame by CIO after winning the awards for 4 consecutive years. He has a chartered accountant degree to himself from ICAI India and ICAEW UK, and he is an alumnus of Harvard Business School AMP 2011. He has recently completed his PhD from Mumbai University. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, General Saab, for something that you set in motion today. Mr. Chancellor, thank you for giving me an occasion and honor to be present here in what I hear is history in motion today. In motion because the future is AI and the future is here. So the combination is a heady one. So congratulations to all the winners today who start this journey today. यार कुछ मजा नहीं आया, इतने बड़े लोग और इतनी छोटी तालियां. So this is a moment to look forward. Yeah, and you have still 10 more minutes before you get your certificates. Yeah, in that 10 minutes, I want you to listen to me. And if I overrun a couple of minutes, I'm sure Tarun will excuse me and pardon me. Yeah. So I want to start by saying that today you want to watch where you are going. And if you have to do it, let's start with a small poem which talks about this. अनगिनत राही गए इस पथ से, अनगिनत राही गए इस पथ से, पर कुछ गए छोड़ पैरों की निशानी. यह निशानी मूक होकर भी बहुत कुछ बोलती है, यह निशानी चुप होकर भी बहुत कुछ बोलती है. खोले इसका अर्थ राही, पंथ का अनुमान कर ले, पूर्व चलने के बटोही बाट की पहचान कर ले. So you want to see which place you want to go and go there. And when you reach there, both this institute, this school, and all of us will feel very proud of what you have achieved during that long time. But I stopped to think, what will you do? How will you start this whole process? And if I think, now everything is so much changing, should I take from GE, which was a very big organization, became a smaller organization? Should I borrow from some other company? And then I find there are no easy comparisons. So should we borrow from Japan, which came through all the pralay or all disruptions? Or should we borrow from our epics, the Mahabharata, the Ramayana, and other such things? So I suggest you please look at Japan and the Dashavatar, the epics of Indian mythology, to decide how and what role you will play. Okay? I'll leave that, but Japan says that planning is 25 years. They don't plan for 2 years or 3 years. So I would like you all to think about 25 years, which is a lifetime, which is one PD. And in that 25-year, plan what will you want to become. And if you do it, mind you, you will make a mark and you will leave a mark. And both are equally important for you to progress. And when you hang up your boots, others will start to look up to you and what footsteps you have read or you have left in the sands of time. Okay? So I want you to give yourself the space and time. Sir, our Chief of Staff gave us some good ideas. I want to, now my time to keep quiet. This one? It's okay. Okay, now I'm back. Your brief respite is over. Okay, so going back to, the Chief of Staff did give us some ideas about saying hard work. I want to build on it. If some headlines I want to see, that when you are young and starting, there is no work-life balance. If you do work-life balance, your life will be in balance. Imbalance is the word you will use. But in the first 10, let passion, purpose, progress permeate and possess you. And that will give you the kind of catapult that you need for this life. The second one is of mindset. When you have the mindset of abundance, you will reach for the sun. Once somebody came to me and said, your colleague is getting promoted. I said, thank God. I now know that that position exists for me tomorrow to get promoted. When they said there is only one position, I said, no, there will be 100 more opening up. And it did. When I became group CFO, 6 years into the role, I went to my boss and said, the next person has to take over this role. So think of abundance. Don't think of smallness. And you will achieve a great many plus points in life. The third one is humility. Humility will lead you a very large place because we don't know everything. When I started going up in the organization, I always called people like you to come and become EA. EA was only a title given. Actually, they were my mentors. And because of all of you and people like you who mentored me, I was able to achieve a lot more. So if you put that same humility and learn from your bosses and your peers, you will go a very long way in achieving greatness. There is 2 words I want to use, उम्मीद और किस्मत. उम्मीद को कभी मत छोड़ना और किस्मत से कभी नाता नहीं तोड़ना. So if you will do this, you will always achieve what you want to be. Okay, I had a poem, but because of lack of time, I'll not say that. Okay. The next one is, when I joined Mahindra, I was a big officer in Xerox and came and joined here. And when 3 of us walked there, everyone said, "Ye cost center ja raha hai." This is the cost center going. Now it is my job to convert cost center into value center. Now it is your job when you go there to convert cost centers into value centers. Because there will be people who will be less paid than you. And they will look at you and say, why the hell this guy should, or this girl should get this job and get the title? Why am I not doing this? But by creating value, you will prove your education, your college, your university right. So please go ahead and do that. Remember three things: enable, enhance, engender. And when you move up this curve from enable to enhance and enhance to engender, which is creating new, you will win the world. And the last but not least, your university's name is digital or AI, universal AI. Now I want you to show that to the world what AI can do. It can build you up, it can take you one step us, but I can say it can create a new world. Go ahead, create that new world, do yourself proud, do your parents who are sitting here, and those great people who have helped you get here proud, made the university proud, and also I'll add my name to the list that made me proud. Thank you, God bless, and Godspeed.
Dear audience, please join me in welcoming Ms. Prachi Pawar, the Controller of Examination, to initiate awarding of the degree certificates.
Respected dignitaries on the dais, guests, educators, parents, and most importantly, the star of today's show, our learners. With great honor and pride, we all have gathered here to celebrate this historic occasion. This convocation ceremony marks a significant milestone in the lives of our learners as we come together to recognize their hard work, dedication, and accomplishments. This is not just about the names on the list, it's about the countless hours of learning, the sleepless night spent studying, and the energetic determination that has brought them to this point. It's about the dreams and aspirations that these individuals have pursued with passion and diligence. Behind every name to be called today, there is a unique story. Each of our learners has faced their own set of challenges, overcame obstacles, and made sacrifices. They have demonstrated their commitment to learning and personal growth and have excelled. Their achievements serve as an inspiration to all of us, reminding us of the power of education and the willful human spirit. May I now request Honorable Chief Guest General Deepak Kapoor, Mr. Tarundeep Singh, Professor Shriram Shankar, and Brigadier Professor GPS Chima to present the medal and degree certificates to the students. Second ranker, Sana Parmar. First ranker, Brinda Antati. Moving ahead with the award of degree, Abhishek K. Aditya Chopra. Aman Satish Jain, Anushweta Mukhopadhyay, Arnav Singh, Brinda Antati, Chirag Morwal, Harshil Savni, Het Dinesh Gaur, Krish Patel, Kunal Maru, Manasvi Sandri, Naitik Shah, Nitin Jangir, Pratyusha Pradhan, Preyash Padalia, Rachel Fernandez, Sana Parmar, Sandeep Verlekar, Shan Milind Shah, Shagun Shetty, Shagun Shetty, Shriya Agrawal, Siddharth Yadav, Siddhi Amrale, Swaraj Basle, Viraj Tiwari, Thank you, Brigadier Professor D.P.S. Chima and Dr. Wahida. Request the dignitaries to be you on the stage. Request Professor Elora Basumatari to present the medal and degree certificates. Starting with the ranker list of PGDM BM 5CM. Third ranker, Sanat Puri. Second ranker, Akriti Kushwaha. First ranker, Indranil Sarkar. Moving ahead with the award of degree, Akriti Kushwaha. Abhishek Chakraborty. Akarsh Weber. Akhotkar Anjali. Aman Agrawal. Angana Banerjee. Ashish Dagar. Barkha Kumari. Bhandarkar Harshad. Bhavya Acharya. Bhavya Mishra. Ishika Patel. Garima Singh. Hiramat Ninath. Indranil Sarkar. Isha Agrawal. Jay Ahuja, Jessica Pandey, Manasvi Rajput, Mansi Singh, Megha Sabu, Mukul Kumar Sharma, Kriti Lata Poddar, Nikhil Samal, Nikita Agrawal, Poshi Tandon, Pulastya Tarafdar, Raj Tripathi, Sarthak Khandelwal, Sachin Yadav, Sagnik Mukherjee, Sai Rishik, Sanat Puri, Rohit Sawalakhe, Soumya Singh, Soumyadip Mukherjee, Shrikant Singh, Saeed Rabani, Hari Charan, Uday Yalati, Utkarsh Srivastava, Vaibhav Sharma, Vaishak, Vivek Parmar, Vikrant Shandil, Ranker list of cohort PGDM IM 4CM. Third ranker Shrestha Goldar. Second ranker JB Akhil Dev. First ranker Dhruvika Tiwari. Moving ahead with the award of degrees, Aisha Maheshwari. Abhishek Shukla. Achyut Shastri. Ashwin. Bharvirkar Satyan. Dhruvika Tiwari. Disha Agrawal. Divkalra Sai Charan. Hridesh Mata. JB Akhil Dev. Jakpreet Singh. Jigisha Jain. Kumari Shalini. Mohanish Madankar. Nagotu Anusha. Nimisha Gupta, Osama Mushir, Parth Shukla, Alexander, Pratik Kumar Sinha, Pratiksha Barve, Rajashri Sharma, Riya Garg, Rohan Sharma, Rohan Singh, इतनी confusion है, Krishna Varshini, Sachin Kumar Mishra, Sakshi Chandwani, Saloni Tripathi, बाद में बताओ, सप्तऋषि पाल चौधरी, श्रेष्ठा गोल्डर, श्वेता अरविंद सिंह, सिद्धार्थ अग्रवाल, मल्लिका सिंह, शुभ्रनील माझी, सुदीशा बिस्वास, सुजय भौमिक, Vaibhav Kumar Srivastava, Vanshika Sharma, Vishesh Gauri, Vivek Kumar, Yash Tiwari. Ranker list of PGDM F17CM, second ranker Rohan Johari. First ranker Mukul Agarwal. Moving ahead with the award of degree, B. Kirti. Mukul Agarwal, Deep Jyoti Hojai, Nishi Avasti, Kauri Samar, Fazil Firoz, Rahul Avasti, Rohan Johari, Ritesh Singh, Tarun Gupta, Mukul Agarwal. Thank you, dignitaries. Congratulations to all our learners. May your future be filled with success, fulfillment, and continued growth. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your educational journey.
Thank you, Ms. Pawar, and all dignitaries. This indeed is a day of unforgettable memories, joy, and appreciation. Let us glance through the UBS journey that our learners take through over the years. The one that crafts them into excellent professionals and humans with deep instilled values.
First of all, UBS has been a very big part of my journey so far. So it is not only till degree. I have been visiting faculty at UBS as well. Once I passed out of the college, I came to UBS and worked as a visiting faculty for digital marketing. So in many ways, UBS has helped me. One particular skill that I want to talk about is communication. So before coming to UBS, I was an engineer. So computer engineers are generally good at coding, good at English, writing and all, but we already always struggle to speak well in front of audiences. We always had struggle to presentation and all. But when I came to UBS, one particular skill that I excelled in was public speaking. So the fear actually vanished when I started presenting in front of 50 people, 100 people, and slowly I gathered that confidence. And later on, I started giving out digital marketing workshops at different institutes as well as different corporate houses. And one particular specific thing which I made me realize the value of this particular skill that I got from UBS was in 2020. In 2020, I got a call from IIT Bombay. I went over there and I delivered digital marketing workshop in IIT Bombay. I think it was just possible because I worked upon this particular public speaking skill in UBS. So I'm quite thankful for UBS to giving me an opportunity as a student as well as giving me an opportunity as a visiting faculty so that I could help myself in this particular skill. Secondly, I want to talk about one particular sacrifice that I did when I started my first job. See, in 2013, when I passed out, digital marketing was a fairly new field. The salaries, those were offered in 2013 for digital marketing were very low. Okay, all my batchmates, they got good salaries because they went into sales and marketing. But I compromised over there. I took lesser salary, but I followed my passion. I went for digital marketing. And that paid off like anything. In 2019, after starting my business of for 3 to 4 years, I could charge my clients that one particular year's salary as a 1 month retainer. So that was one particular sacrifice that worked for me. So I would also advise you guys that don't run behind salaries, work for passion, work for the future that you are seeing over here. So one particular thing I want to tell is when I started my career, I started working in Motilal Oswal, which was a broking firm. And to my surprise, when I joined Motilal Oswal, I asked them, what is your digital marketing budget? In 2013, those people told me, our digital marketing budget is 0. You have to work totally organically. But now we are standing in 2023, within just 10 years time, if we look at the similar companies in broking industry, I am working with HDFC Securities, those people are spending 3 crore rupees a month for digital marketing. So we are in a time where industries are changing, growing rapidly, and I think we have to adapt ourselves and be in pace with the industry standards. That is one advice that I would like to give you. And obviously, as Tarun sir has taken the vision of AI, I am sure AI is the future for the decades which are going to come. Now, as a friend or as a senior, I would like to advise you upon 3 things. First is character. Our character builds trust around you. Whatever business I have gathered so far is coming to me only because of my characters. Second thing, skills. Your skills will help you differentiate yourselves from others. If you want to stand out, you have to work on your skills, then only you will be able to differentiate yourselves from others. And third point, which is attitude. Your attitude will give you leadership qualities. So these 3 things have been very helpful for me in terms of the journey so far. And it really feels like yesterday I'm seeing this particular ceremony. I feels like I just passed out yesterday from here. And in a blink of an eye, 10 years have passed by. So this is my suggestions, guys. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you so much, faculties.
On behalf of us all assembled here today, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to you, sir, for sharing your valuable insights and experiences with us. I take pride in introducing to the audience a skilled leader and manager at Whisper Media India. She carries with her a demonstrated history of professional services in the media and entertainment industry, which ranges across domains including communications, marketing, strategy, sales, and business development. An alumna of our own, Ms. Shivani Sethi from the batch of 2016.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you, respected jury, the respected faculty, guest of honor, and our chief guest. Thank you so much for this opportunity that I'm here today, and it quite feels like a journey. So my journey started in 2014 when I just completed my BBA in general management, of course. But I was, as a dreamer, I wanted to become more, I wanted to do more. And I came across Universal Business School. It was new then, but the course curriculum looked very good. So I gave it a thought, joined in here, gave it my best shot, and graduated from here. And since then, my journey has bootstrapped. It has gone really, really well. So I would like to say a few points that I feel everyone should go ahead with. So since the day I joined, there was this one thing that was self-awareness. The faculty here every single day made me feel like I should question what I'm doing. I should know what I'm doing. I should know what my interests are like, and more than that, I should know what my non-interests are like, what I don't like. So Bibhas, so back then was our dean. Hello, ma'am. He's been a great shaper of my career, and please, ma'am, please thank him. So he shaped my career. He pushed me to get into marketing, and I got into a job called into business development at Just Style. And then I moved to Hindustan Times, did some working with radio, Fever FM for almost 3 years, and then moved to Z Media and worked there for almost 2 years until I moved in here into the entertainment industry. So the journey has been quite challenging, but it's something that makes me do more, be more, and I want to do more, and yeah, that's how it is. All I would say is just put your best, do well, and always keep questioning yourself what you are. Thank you all. Dear parents, all I want to say is that today you get to see this opportunity to be with your child and seeing them graduate. It's a huge, huge honor to everybody. So thank you for being here. Your presence is much more appreciated, and best of luck to all that graduated. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, dear ma'am, for joining us today. We are truly elated to have you. From the consumer food and beverage industry, joining us today, we have Ms. Ankita Sharma. She is currently a growth manager at Starbucks India and has previously worked with corporates such as Rebel Foods and Oyo. As an alumna, she has been a consistent support for the student body and has engaged in multiple mock interviews and fireside chats. Dear attendees, please join us in warmly welcoming Ms. Ankita Sharma.
Hi everyone. Hope you're doing well. Thank you everyone for having me here. I'm really excited today. I can't resist think about my convocation day, and it's been like it was filled with emotions. I was happy, I was sad. I'm sure you all are going through the same emotions. Happy and excited for the new journey of your life, and at the same time you're sad because your college life has ended. But when I got a call from the placement cell saying that you want to address the people here, and I was just thinking about what do I say, what will I talk about, and then I just went back and thought about all the speeches that I've heard here, and how many of those I remember. I remember quite few for the reasons that I could relate to it. There were things that I applied in my life and I've reached where I've reached now. Most important things that I feel that I have dealt with is work and people. Very simple words, yet very complex at the same time. Work, because you should love your work. I have been very passionate about what I do. I love my work, and it all started here. UBS was the core. While I was here preparing for PPTs, little did I know that I will manifest myself into a job that suits me so well. But yeah, it all started here, exploring, learning about different companies, what I like, what I am, who I am. And the second thing that the most important was dealing with people. It sounds simple, but you should have a good EQ. You should understand what people are, not just with your juniors, but it's also seniors and people around you. And that's a very important skill to have because it helps you grow further with your work, good work. So that's two things I had. I wanted to keep it quick. Thank you for having me here again. And lastly, I would end my speech by saying something I heard lately and is stuck with me for a long time, that fortune comes to those who are brave. So be brave, be bold, and all the best to all of you. Thank you.
As we further proceed with the ceremony to call out the names of our learners, let us do so with zeal, joy, and a profound sense of appreciation for their remarkable achievements. Let each name resonate with the spirit of learning and the promise of a bright future. May I request Dr. V.S. Parthasarathy, Mr. Tarundeep Singh, Professor Sriram Ramshankar, and Professor Nilanka Chatterjee to present the medal and degree certificates. Ranker Yarasi Shivshai. Second ranker Shruvam Mandal. First ranker Sachin Dubey. Moving ahead with the award of degree, Abhishek Gupta. Aditya Nair. Amisha Jain. Ananta Datta. Anshul Prakash. Anjali Kumari. Apan Mondal. Ashley George. Ashutosh Saraswat. Bhavna Bharti. Chandra Pratap Singh. Chandrima Swarnakar. Chirag Godhani. Siva Nagendra. Devashish Behra. Devasmita Chanda. Deepanshu. Drishti Chaurasia. Gaurav Santosh Gugle. Harshita Porwal. Himanshu Prasad. Ishika Ranjan. Aman Praveen Jain. Janali Doshi. Komal Kumari. Lavni Sharma. Mehak Arora. Mukesh M. Muskan Sodani. Niharika. Pankaj Purohit. Pankaj Purohit. Pragati Munshi. Pranjal Navle. Priyanka Maheshwari. Priyanshu Majumdar. Sakshi Jyotishi. Sarthak Sharma. Savan Kumar Jha. Shikhar Bhadoria. Shikhar Dave. Shivang Kharbanda. Shruti Mohta. Shubhangi Saxena. Shubhankar Sinha. Siddhant Rai. Sneha Rathod. Sona Mir. Saurav Biswas. Thela Pushmitra Shrungareddy. Priyasha Manna. Venkat Bhargav Teja. Trimita Ven Reddy. Yoshit Lotia. Bhuvaneshwari Kotapalli. Rajesh Kumar. Punit Israni. Vanshika Rathore. Thank you, Professor Nilanka Chatterjee. Request all the dignitaries to be on the stage. Would request Dr. Kavita to present medal and degree certificates. Ranker list of PGDM GA. Third ranker, Sanskar Bansal. Second ranker, Sakshi Jaiswal. First ranker, Zai Anand Parkar. Moving ahead with the award of degree, Aanchal Agrawal. Abhilasha Sharma. Aditya Nagra. Aditya Shankar. Akash De. Akshat Kumar. Anthony Biju. Bhavya Khosla. Sahil Chheda. Darshana Jain. Devjyoti Chaki. Dharmendra Gupta. Divyangana Mukherjee. Happy Chaudhary. Jeet Adani. Kiya Ghosh. Krishna Mukhuti. Marudhappan K. Nitin Vyas. Naman Jhanjri. Nupur Bhardwaj. Parag Bhardwaj. Piyush Toshawar. Pragati Agrawal. Pragati Jaiswal. Rahul Bhausar. Priyanshu Yadav. Sakshi Patil. Sakshi Poddar. Samson Debro. Sanket Verma. Sarvapriya Das. Satyam Singh. Saurabh Padle. Sengar Abhishek. Shivang Sambyal. Abhay Shah. Shraddha Birmole. Sindhuja Gupta. Ure Vishwakiran. Vasundhara Lucky. Vishal Verma. Kriti Lata Poddar, K. Abhishek Jaskiran. Please be here on the stage for a quick photograph. Bansilal Sharma. Ansari Mohammad Faizan. Thank you, Dr. Kavita. Would request Professor Sundar Natraj to present the medal and degree certificate. Ranker list of Global MBA. Third ranker, Chaitanya Patil. Second ranker Rashmi Pillai. First ranker Afreen Mirza. Moving ahead with the award of degree, Gaurav Rajendra Joshi. Kunal Bhardwa. Preeti Pednekar. Sandeep Gade. Shashi Kumar Singh. Shri Krishna Iyer. Vaibhav Vaishampayan. Vivek Rangasud. Thank you, Professor Sundar Nataraj. Would request General Deepak Kapoor and Dr. Kamachi to come forward for the distribution of Student of the Year Award. Time to announce the Student of the Year Award. Student of the Year BBA BM9, Sana Nizar Parmar. Student of the Year PGDM BM5CM, Sanat Puri. Student of the Year PGDM IM 4CM, Sai Charan Divkalra. Student of the Year, PGDM FC 17CM, Rohan Johri. Student of the Year, PGDM BDI 2, Sakshi Jyotishi. Student of the Year, PGDM GA, Rahul Bhausar. And now the most awaited Tejinder Kaur Anand Best Scholar of the Year Award 2023 goes to Sanat Puri.
We now request Brigadier Professor GBS Jima to administer the UBS oath to the convocating batch from the podium. Ladies and gents, we request you to please come back and stand for the UBS oath. And please open the scroll.
Affirm my commitment to professional conduct as a graduate of Universal Business School, Karjat, Mumbai. As I embark upon my real and practical journey into the world outside and wherever my life takes me, I will conduct myself with the highest ethical standards. I will strive towards protection of our environment and betterment of the community at large. I will conduct myself with utmost honesty and integrity and shall always take responsibility for all my actions. I will use professional knowledge and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of our society, progress of our beloved nation, and the universal community. I will always respect the rights, opinions, and dignity of all my fellow human beings. After this day, I will remove all prejudice and hate from my heart, for I have time only for love. I will always raise my competency and professionalism in my chosen field. I'll be a willing ambassador for my alma mater, will seek to promote its welfare and reputation. In all my dealings, it will be my endeavor to be known as a person of honor, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge. Thank you very much.
As we head towards the culmination of this unforgettable ceremony, please welcome on stage the Pro Vice Chancellor of Universal AI University. He has tirelessly dedicated his time and efforts to ensure the success of our students and the growth of this university. A man of principles and an exemplary leader. He is a mechanical engineer from NIT Surat and a management postgraduate in marketing from SP Jain, Mumbai. He comes with an industry experience of 25 years, having worked in leadership roles in multiple industries across manufacturing and services. He also ran his own consultancy firm, Tree and Forest Consulting, where he advised entrepreneurs and family-managed businesses on their growth and development strategies. He has been associated with our institution for the last 5 years and delivers courses in operations, strategy, and sustainability. Please welcome with thunderous applause the unapologetic bad cop of Universal AI University, Professor Sriram Ramshankar.
Good evening, distinguished guests on the dais and off the dais, parents, faculty, staff, and graduates. On behalf of the university, I'm pleased to deliver this vote of thanks. Today is a day of celebration and reflection. We celebrate the achievements of the graduates who have worked hard and persevered to reach this milestone. We also reflect on the importance of education and the role that our university plays in shaping the future of these graduates. I would begin by thanking our chief guest, General Deepak Kapoor, and our guest of honor, Dr. Parthasarthi. Your presence here today, sir, it's an honor for us, and your inspiring words have motivated our graduates in continued striving for excellence. I would also like to thank the faculty, marketing team, corporate relations team, and all the staff of the university. You are the heart and soul of this institution. Your dedication and commitment to our students have been unparalleled. You have challenged our students to think critically, to innovate, and to make a difference to this world. To the graduates of 2023, congratulations. You worked hard and achieved your first success in your career by stepping into the corporate world. As you embark on this long journey of your lives, I encourage you to learn and grow. Be curious, be compassionate, and be brave. Use your knowledge and skills to make a positive impact in this world. Finally, we hope that you will carry on the core values of our founders, which is to show gratitude. It is a positive emotion that can have a significant impact on your mental and physical health, relationships, and overall well-being. To all the parents and families of our graduates, a big thank you for your support and encouragement. You have played a vital role in your child's success. And to the organizing committee for the ceremony, thank you for your hard work and dedication. You have put together a wonderful event to celebrate our graduates. In closing, I would like to leave our graduates with this thought. The world needs your talent and passion. Go out there and make a difference. Congratulations again to the class of 2023. Thank you and Jai Hind. I now request our Honorable Chancellor to formally declare the convocation ceremony closed.
I hereby declare the 2023 convocation closed. Thank you.
2, 3! Come on, move it! You wanna take off? Don't drop your degrees, come on! Yeah! Move it!
लड़कों की उंगली पे नाचे
Can we have the parents join us?
लड़कों की उंगली पे नाचे है ज़माना सिंपल ये फंडा है कुड़ियों को बताना लुटे नहीं लुट जाए जीते नहीं पट जाए कुड़ियां है जेबों
Show us your move!
कुड़ियां नु ठग ले
Show us your move!
ठग ले कुड़ियां नु ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले
Show us your moves!
को लगता है इसी जीत जाना लगता है इसी जीत जाना इस बार उनको के है दिखाना बड़ी बड़ी हाके हैं यूं ही हवा फाके हैं जेबें भरी खाली है अगले मुंडे नु ठग ले मुंडे नु ठग ले मुंडे नु ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले मुंडे नु ठग ले ठग ले मुंडे नु ठग ले ठग ले मुंडे नु ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले ठग ले
Come on, dance! Move your hands! Come on! Dance! Come on! Come on, Darshana! Show us your moves!
प्रेशर कुकर जैसे सर की बच जाए ना सीटी तब तक मार रट्टा मार
ओ पटक पटक के सर गिरा दे नॉलेज की दीवार रट्टा
Come on, show us your move! Dance and take off! Take off!
चढ़ जाए जो बुखार कॉफी से तू खिस खिस के भेजा कर लेते यार रट्टा मार रट्टा मार रट्टा मार
Well done! Yes! Next song! Pep it up! Come on, dance, guys! BBA! Do you know how to dance? BBA! Come on!
यादों के पुराने एल्बम में छुपा के रखे हैं हमने वो दिन
Well done!
गुल्लक
Well done!
बड़ी
Super! Lovely! That's how you do it! Awesome!
हमने वो दिन
Move, move, move! Love it! Lovely!
मंजिल की
Lovely!
फिक्र
Enjoy! Well done! Come on! Don't stop dancing! The music, it's a musical. Come on! Show your moves, guys! Come on! Lovely! Very well done. Super! Give a round of applause. Cheers! Thank you.
DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo, DJ Bravo. Champion, champion, champion. Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly and a champion, 958 Bolt a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, Bravo a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody know Chris Cale is a champion. Champion, we are real champion. Champion, we are real champion. Champion, we are real champion. Don't vex if your name not call. We have to leave them to bat some ball. We love soccer and dancehall. We love cricket and football. Come and dance in my name we call. Champion, champion, every trainee and every young man. Champion, champion, every Vinci and every Bajan. Champion, champion, every trainee and every young man. Champion, champion, Beanie a champion, Bounty a champion, Marshall is a champion, Bungie is a champion, Pollard is a champion, Lara is a champion, Gale is a champion. Don't forget Michael Jordan, Obama a champion, Mandela a champion, Serena a champion, Wendy a champion, Shelly and a champion, 958 Bolt a champion. Champion, 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 champion. Everybody knows it, Bravo a champion. Champion, champion.
मलायकाचा परफॉर्मन्स लाडू सलील दादाला मिळेल का तिच्या हातचा लाडू
फक्त लड्डू देणार मी नाही येणार
कॉमन हेरिटेज ज्वेलर्स प्रस्तुत झी मराठी अवॉर्ड 2023 4 नोव्हेंबर शनिवार संध्याकाळी 7 वाजता झी मराठीवर.
तेरी मैं ता जागा रातां नूं रोक न पावां अखियां विचों गम दियां बरसातां नूं तारे गिन गिन याद च तेरी मैं ता जागा रातां नूं रोक न पावां अखियां विचों गम दियां बरसातां नूं ओ हो हो इश्क तेरा तड़पावे इश्क तेरा तड़पावे इश्क तेरा तड़पावे न पावा तेरी मिठियां बातां नूं रोक न पावा अखियां विचों गम दियां बरसातां नूं